There we go. We quickly caught the secret.
Whoop! We went live
What
just too
secret?
soon there.
The fish disappeared momentarily, but they're still there. Don't worry, they're not near the Titanic. So
the nuclear. Yeah, they're not. Dude, I'm not. I have not seen any submarines. Please don't ask me. I've gotten a lot of requests.
yeah.
Contact.
So
Let's talk about the refugees that have been lost at sea, and then we can talk about these rich millionaires.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to interject. Godspeed. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But they're billionaires, so I think we can trim some of it out. We'll see.
I'm not gonna lie, everybody. I would not have started with the goofy faces if I'd known we were gonna go straight into the serious refugees at sea talk. But we're here. We're here.
Welcome to one more game, where one more game is never enough.
Yeah. One more game isn't.
One more game.
Is it?
One more game.
One more game isn't enough. I was playing in my local game store on Tuesday. I sat down with a person and I brought my curses deck, and generally it stacks for one at a time type of thing. And it feels fun because other people get to watch people squirm, and then you get to put the curse on them. So I killed every other player except the last one. We had a game that went on for 15 more minutes.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, we can quit any time, but they were like, no, I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. So I stuck it out. I don't know. You do that? You got because one more game because you're like, no, this is serious.
Yeah, you must let it be. We don't call it. Oh my God, for no reason. All right.
Me.
All right.
Exactly.
So welcome everyone. Welcome to Pennies to Pauper with some Pauper Commander at the late evening of the night. So we have some grand, special, phenomenal guests as the per usual. So we're gonna do the whole 9 yards. We're gonna jump right into it. State who you are, where people could find you, if you have anything you want to promote whatsoever, and just let me know why you chose the commander you chose, because I love hearing people's opinions and why they chose that specific commander. And Gage, let us know. I just want to hear the whole 9 yards. All right, so Hip, start us off.
I chose Gut True Soul Zealot and Agent of the Iron Throne because Gut is a cutie, skeleton, goblin, wearing unit of mass destruction.
Yep.
He makes 4/1 skeletons, stacking stuff. I think skeletons are cool as heck. Can I swear on here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool as heck.
What the heppel?
What the clock?
I think it's excessive swearing. Occasional.
Yeah. The PG-13 one per franchise slip is okay.
Right.
You get one.
I feel it.
You get one.
You get one accidental.
Yeah.
One heck. One stub your toe hack.
One heck and heck.
I don't know, man. I don't really know Pauper. I've been playing a lot of Pauper EDH on here, and Rakdos seems pretty good, so I just keep doing Rakdos stuff slightly differently for the most part.
I love that Rakdos Life.
Rakdos Life is good. There's lots of rituals. I'm obsessed with the rituals. I like 1-drops and 2-drops that do stuff. Just a lot of that in the Rakdos domain, and the deck does what I like to do.
Nice.
That's what works. All right.
You're gonna make a lot of goblins. Hey, what are you drinking tonight? What was
let us know.
I want to know that before you.
I'm drinking a Housatonic River Brewing Gentle on My Mind IPA.
Gentle on my mind. Nice.
It's gentle on my mind.
Yeah.
On Hip's mind.
On Hip's mind.
On Hip's mind.
Hip's mind. And that's what we should call you. I should call you Hip.
You can call me Hips Devious.
Hip hop.
Oh, I've had that.
Hop,
That's
you
really
don't
good.
stop the rock. With the bang
right.
bang boogie and up jump the boogie. What's the rest of it?
You got it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the long form version I use, but that's because Hip and I are friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a long name.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a special handshake.
All right.
Right.
Let's learn.
Housatonic, you're on the screen, so please sponsor us.
Yeah, for real. Just
Yeah. You don't get away for free.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Just mail your
Crack
hay
one,
pennies to Chris's
Yeah.
P.O. box.
Wow, it's almost like you have a camera in my house and you took a picture of it on my desk.
It's a gorgeous looking beer. It really is. It's a gorgeous looking beer.
It's quality.
Yeah,
I'm
for real.
enjoying it.
All right. And spectacles. What do we got?
Spectacles in blue. That's me. I've been workshopping an intro of Spectacles in Blue. How do you do is what I'm up to. I don't know if I like that one yet. It's better than Hey, it's Jay. So I'll keep going. But tonight I'm playing Legolas Counter of Kills because I pulled the card, but then I couldn't really build a deck in person, so I went to the Mox Field used the 90% of the deck I had, added some fun little things.
Yep.
It's the best way to play it.
The funny thing is, when they first previewed the Golden Child over here, I thought of a really funny concept, and I made it. The deck does that one concept. Whether it does it well, I didn't think that wasn't in the write-up that Chris sent me that we were supposed to do this well. So
Sure.
you just do you kind of thing.
I'll just do me. I'm just honored to be in a pod with Lynn, because this is fantastic. So
we hung out in MC Minneapolis. That's where I met. You took some pictures of some of the creators. You hung out in the Oathbreaker space. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but never been online.
Now we're internet friends.
Now we're internet friends, right? We've actually we've regressed our friendship.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
I mean, being
It's
internet
rare
friends is top
rare.
tier.
It's rare that you can do that.
Mhm. No,
Normally
we're still
everyone's on an escalator, so I'm glad that we
Usually.
can go both ways. We can be
Context.
internet friends.
context.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris was there too. MC Minneapolis. That brings up the question: are you going to be at another Magic event in the future?
I will be at Detroit this Saturday, which is a Pauper Commander event. I'm
nice.
flying out Saturday morning, and then I will be at Vegas because
Oh,
I want to go to Vegas. It's more so, I just feel it's the easiest, straightforward event because the flights out there are generally pretty cheap. The rooming is pretty cheap because it's Vegas. They want you to spend money on the hotel,
right.
on everything else. So
right.
I wouldn't mind going to Orlando or Denver or whatever the hell's out there. Don't get me wrong, but I think Vegas is going to be the easiest, and most people probably will be there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the easiest route.
Feels like it's the right mass. And you
Yeah.
were talking about just financial situations.
Yeah.
It feels like sometimes it's hard to just swing, like Spain. Or
Yeah,
wherever
I know.
Magic is
But
currently
just
at.
nonchalantly
So-
Barcelona. Like, come on.
Yeah, Barcelona, yeah, right. So it's like it's good that they have it though. It's good for like European
Oh, absolutely.
audiences.
Oh,
They should be
super
having it
cool,
in more
for sure.
countries. Like South America should be represented. Like, anyways, it's cool that they're having them. It is a way that they connect with the world. So I'm happy to say it. But Vegas sounds like, I think you're right. There probably feels like a little bit of a critical mass around
Yeah.
Vegas
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
no,
online.
I'm gonna be there. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
because, as you just alluded, I'll finish my intro quick and we'll move on. It's been a long intro. Never happens for me. But as Lynn alluded to, I am a photographer. Yeah, look at that. I have a lens. I have a lens this time, and I photograph the cons. I photograph collectibles. I'm on Instagram. I'm all over the place. Speaking of photos, I have one little surprise for this game since I'm doing Lord of the Rings themes this week. I threw this together. I was jealous of Lynn's constant green screening, so let's see if that shows up. There we go.
Oh, you're on the
Absolutely win.
So that's this, by the way, is actually my and Chris's actual heights. He does not, in fact, tower over me. I tower
Yeah.
over him in reality.
It's complete opposite. Yeah.
Oh, that's you, Chris.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
just look like a character. I just didn't even
This
realize.
is the greatest thing, and I don't care.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, you look so happy. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
So yeah, this is my
That's
playmat
amazing.
for the evening. I hope you all enjoy it.
Yep. I'm
And-
Oh, this
I'm
card
fully
is
cool
gonna
with
kill
that.
us. This
Yeah.
card is gonna kill us. I've looked at this card, and it's going to kill us.
Beautiful. On so many
All right.
damn levels.
I mean, it's in the name, right? So
Yep.
Mm.
All right. Pass turn.
Lynn, after you, I'll go last.
Hey everybody, my name is Lynn Frank. You can find me at Check Your Bulk on Twitter. I've been in a few episodes of gameplay before. You might have seen me last week when I was playing my Azra Oddsmaker deck. I've just been loving Pauper lately. Like I was playing this deck last week. I've been just loving Pauper lately, as always, coming on here. I like to do budget related content or like exist in that space. I like the restriction, as I say every time. Like I love the restriction of Pauper and like what it gives me the ability to do. So tonight I'm going to be playing Lazotep Chancellor,
this is so
and
badass.
this is such a good commander because it feeds into what that Azure Oddsmaker does, discard. But this I'm discarding for zombies, which is like not bad. You know what I mean? It's like a charity. Discard for zombies. We got our looters and spell shapers standing by on the telephones. And of course, we're willing to like cycle any money and turn that into either good stuff or, zombies and or both. Transmute is a good discard the card kind of like channel. So there's a few extra cards that I put in this build over others. So there's probably some more instant speed interaction over some other like builds that I've seen of it. And there's just classic looter forms, things like that. So I just love to draw and discard. I don't have a lot of graveyard synergies, but this is first run of the deck. I'm excited about it, so I'm happy to be here, Chris.
I'm stoked to see this. I'm looking at. I'm like, it's got some serious value, especially with this. The cycling and the train speed on there.
And he's a 2-drop.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Oh, Scourge, yes.
I forgot this card is common.
Yep.
How many of you, like, if anyone's like Randy, you're in the chat. Anyone else in there? Would you run a Scourge, like Scourge Familiar? So I'm thinking about it, right?
I've used Scourge before. I do like if you are able to fill your hand properly, you can get Scourge to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
The card's amazing. I would absolutely run it. You should.
Yeah. Well,
it's really good. I play it in my Kyrixy EDH deck, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I got lucky. I bought like 2 boosters because I'm a responsible person, and I pulled on Knights of Dol Amroth. So like, there's this good 3/3 knight. So I got some draw synergies. I think this is probably a more combo, like a stronger play. But I'm gonna be running some of these tonight as a play. That's like the flex spot. I think that's like the. Yeah, I'm not always drawing cards. I'm not always cycling. If I was cycling all the time.
Of course, yeah.
Church Vision is good though, right? I mean, essentially, it's black. It's a card in your hand into a 2/2. Well, 2 more power to a zombie.
And if you add the additional, if you have madness on top of it, you got to get even more. Like Scourge is definitely one of those. Like I've played it multiple times in multiple decks, and I've always liked it.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, right? Anyway,
I gotta say, I love everything you're doing right now with the green screened like pavement, and you're hard bridging the cards, and they're unsleeved.
Yeah,
it just screams 90s, early 2000s. Very phenomenal.
It brings back good feelings when you were a child, kind of style.
Yeah.
Like nostalgia times.
I think there's something too about it. The dopamine of playing like Pauper. You fight a lot more. You scrabble for each win.
Yeah.
And then like later, then you go hang out with the LGS.
Yeah.
And it's like, woo, the brakes are off. The brakes are off, baby. Like I'm going so quick. It feels good. I've been enjoying that.
Yeah, I definitely like that aspect of playing Pauper, like making EDH feel fresh.
Decadent.
And really,
it's so lame to be like, I'm gonna tutor for Smothering Tithe, and then I'm gonna slap it down right on turn 4 and
that's
just like do that.
Style. That's this gameplay style where you're like
I do it, and it's great. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but if I find myself doing it all the time, I'm just like, this is lame, right?
Yes.
Like I gotta switch this up.
It's just it's two consistencies.
Yeah, you want to be consistent, but it's also like it gets boring.
Yeah, for you, but you're like you're more than the average commander player.
Yeah, you're more than meets the eye.
Just we're
not playing Transformers tonight.
That was a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
I mean, I do have Megatron sitting within arm's length.
I have Ratchet ready to go if need be. So
okay, cool.
I think I got Optimus back here.
I don't have that tonight. Tonight I'm playing Saruman the White, which is a mono blue card.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the whole reason why I've chosen to play it. Not because I was mildly jealous of a mass.
You're orkies.
Yeah, I'm orcs and you're zombies. I was mildly jealous you were doing that. So I was like, I wanted to build this when they spoiled it just to see. I like getting that second draw spell because it forces me to want to draw more than one on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of mono blue cards to begin with, because I've built like 6 mono blue decks, so I already have pretty much all the cards. So I threw it together this afternoon. Let's see how she rolls.
Nice. That's so good to hear.
All right,
that's fun. We'll see that. We can see like 2 spells a turn, what you're playing there. There's some good synergies. I bet that's like going on.
That's what I'm trying to shoot for. I also do have some unblockable options, so if I do get my creature large enough, I can swing it with an unblockable. So
I bet, like a shadow? Like an instant speed shadow?
Pretty much. All right, we have rotated 4 times. Everyone's got their commanders in. Everyone has the whole 9 yards. We all go with our hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am good.
Think so, yeah.
Boom. So whenever
it's playable.
Playable, self-playable.
Yeah.
You're good to go whenever you are, though, Hip.
Right on.
Hip's devious.
Ooh,
I will say, I think my deck is going to fuel Spectacle's deck really aggressively. And it's going to be a huge problem.
What, the sack deck? No. Why would you presume such correct things?
Oh, wow.
With that said, I will draw my card for turn and slap down the snow-covered swamp.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna cast a dark ritual
Oh
for
my
3
god,
black
this
mana.
guy.
I was
I'm gonna
say, that's
cast
not
Agent
good
of the
roll.
Iron
That's okay.
Throne.
There it is. Oh yeah, my hand's okay.
Gonna pass the turn.
It's like Pauper EDH Soul Ring Signet right there.
Yep.
It was
Um,
pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
It reminds me of you ever play the game Life, the board game Life?
Yep.
Where like
Yeah.
you could like go to school or then you just like drop out of school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like drop out of school.
I don't need to go to
I just
school.
felt like you just went through school. Like you landed on doctor. Like
Yep.
I'm gonna be Agent of the Iron Throne this game. It's like, oh, you start the game with Agent of the Iron Throne.
I found my career and I chased
I
it
know.
eventually.
I'm
Right.
just jealous of that for sure. Going into my first. Ooh. I think I'm playing this. You know, it's better than that. Dismal Backwater. I'll gain 1 life. I'll be winning.
Oh,
30.
she's winning, guys.
That's
Yeah.
broken.
Already winning.
Already winning.
He's got the dub.
Absolutely.
I've been
Chris,
hand.
it's all you.
I'm just gonna play an island, a fancy one from an infinity, and pack the turn.
Alrighty.
I love those lands. Those are my draft lands.
Raw.
And DT had said, "Lynn, look out! There's an ant on your mat."
I know.
Forest
We're okay.
Tap
We're okay.
for Llanowar Elves at Home, aka Elvish Mystic, and pass the turn.
Elvish Mist.
Yeah, so the green screen's going to tear up some of the green cards, but just bear with it.
Hashtag NBD.
But yeah, it's just Llanowar Elves, basically.
Yeah, it's
All right,
Llanowar Elves.
Yeah.
Next turn button. Let's go. I should probably set my life to 30 in Mox Field, too.
I know someone who's doing it. They put their own custom background on it. I forgot what or how.
I am Snow-Covered Mountain. I'm going to slap down a...
Ooh.
nothing. I'm going to pass.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Slap that down already. That's what I like to see. I'll play an island and I cast Lazotep,
Yep.
Chancellor, and that's it. I passed the turn. I'll put my video up. That's my wrestler. Go Lazotep! Yeah! All right, I passed the turn to you, Chris.
Actually, I want to point out, I've seen this video before. Undertaker. There is an Undertaker in the video. We could do that bit.
Yeah, there is an Undertaker for sure. Yeah, there's that. I didn't watch a lot of Undertaker, but if you know that bit, go with that bit. That's a good.
No,
bit.
it's not very exciting. You need to be creepy
Mono
to do it.
blackjacks. You just play mono blackjack. The inside joke, everybody. We're saying if you had to be a wrestler in Magic, like what would your
Character,
your
yeah.
wrestler be? What would your character name be?
I'd be the Hardy
Right,
Brothers.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Both
just
of
gonna
them.
play a Thought Vessel and pass. Yeah, I'd be both Hardy Brothers at the same time.
Both Hardy Brothers. Okay.
Nice.
I would like to play Island for turn. Then I'm going to trying 3 now. Let's do okay. Goes to graveyard, and then I will tap down these 2 for Steve. Everyone loves Steve.
I like that.
And with that, I can pass.
Next turn button says it's turn 3.
Tis it be.
Oh yeah.
Bam, swamp. I'm gonna tap 3.
Oh, I got a sound.
I'm gonna play Witty Roastmaster.
Jordan LeBlanc is not following. Thank you very much for the follow.
Oh, Jordan LeBlanc. Hello, Jordan LeBlanc.
You're about to play a game in 30 minutes.
Mr. LeBlanc, welcome. I'm gonna pass my turn with the Witty Roastmaster.
Oh, so you're building a board.
Jordan LeBlanc. Yeah, I am
No, I'm not.
Witty.
Everything's fine, Chris.
You got any jokes? Hip Stevious. If you're on stage, do you got any jokes?
Oh, you know what I
Openers?
find is people just laugh at a lot of stuff I say, and
You just work with that.
because I'm like very monotone and I have like one-liners.
Yeah.
So you're
And
Stephen Wright.
I think people aren't gonna get my humor, but then they do.
Mm.
But then when I try to be funny, they don't get it.
Yeah.
So I just I don't try to be funny. I just talk, and then people laugh.
Got it. I mean, you are serving a little like Muppet. You give me a little Muppet. It's kind of Muppet what you're saying. I get it. That makes sense.
Okay.
You also end your.
I like it. Like an enduring. You know what I mean? Like there's a closeness, or the comedy that you're describing from it gives me this like Kermit the Frog feel.
It's like it's not a forthcoming joke, but like those who get it, and those who don't.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have been
Um,
told at times that my vocal tone does emit a Kermit-like essence.
Yeah, I mean, there's a comfort there.
It's welcoming.
Yeah.
And
It's the proximity effect of my microphone, which I'm way too close to.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I can't. I got a 1/3 here. I'm gonna win with this commander damage. Chris, I will attack you for 1.
And I'll take 1
Commander.
with the commander damage.
Yep, I'll leave my mana. And I pass that turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap and draw.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do island, tap 3 for inherited envelope. The ring tempts me. It's not gonna do anything because I have no creature right now, but I'll still get tempted.
Gets you closer to the 4th edition ring.
Exactly, that's more so what it comes into play. I'll tap
Right.
2, and I will cast Prophetic Prism, drawing a card.
Man, this man is
good.
ramping.
And I'm gonna pass the turn after that while I go look for a die.
Well, everyone knows that blue is the color of ramps, so.
Yes.
Mono blue is the biggest ramp color combination
lean
of all
into
the
it.
5 colors.
Yeah.
All right, well, 4 blue, green, and who cares? Legolas is in play.
Okay. Next turn button says we're on turn 4.
Yep.
Welcome to turn 4.
Welcome to turn 4.
Welcome to turn 4. We are going to a snow-covered mountain, and I'm going to tap Swamp Mountain. I'm going to cast Gut True Soul Zealot. Zealot? Zealot.
I say Zealot.
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 It's Gut. Gut's here.
Just
He's
don't
going to
buy it,
ETB,
that's all.
and
Just
we'll
Zealot.
do a damage to each of your domes off
Yep.
Witty Roastmaster triggers.
Yeah.
Boom.
Pay a red. We'll play Impulsive Pilfer, and we'll do a damage to each of your domes off a
Ooh.
Witty Roastmaster trigger.
That's a good card for this.
Yeah. For
I
what-
love Impulsive Pilfer. Remember last week when I said I was a connoisseur of 1-drops?
Yes.
This is one of
Yeah.
my favorite 1-drops.
It is definitely up there for 1-drops. Legolas, my
It's
middle school
highly
crush.
phenomenal.
Jordan says they have a crush on Legolas.
I mean, who doesn't?
As they should.
Yes.
Not to be clear, I'm assuming not the Photoshop of me Legolas, like Orlando Bloom Legolas.
Yeah.
And then I passed my turn.
Presumptively.
Presumptively. I mean, knowing me. I've met me.
I'm meeting you right now, and we're
Yeah.
old friends.
Yep.
Hip, we've spoken before, because you'd mentioned you're a connoisseur of 1-drops, and I told you about my deck that is like only 1-drops.
Oh, was that you in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was you. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have. I'm meeting you face to Moxfield right now.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the only way I want to talk to people. Face the Moxfield. Hips, you've got a
That's a way.
combat phase. You want to use that?
Well, I can't. Well, I guess I could attack. Should I attack? Who has no blockers?
I do not. And Lynn is tapped right now, but she's got mana open.
Yeah.
The mana open. I feel like you're baiting me. I'm gonna swing at Chris first because you suggested it.
Alright, I will take the 3.
On the attack, I'm gonna sacrifice another creature or artifact. Take a 4/1 Black Skeleton creature token with menace that's tapped and attacking. I'm gonna sacrifice Impulsive Pilferer.
Yep.
I'll get a. It does not say treasure in here. Where's the treasure? Oh, here we go. Treasure, yay! And I'm gonna get a skeleton.
And then we all
Look at the
take
skeleton
1.
token. This is
The
so
skeleton token
tight.
is so BA.
Oh,
So I have one of these in foil from a Dominaria Remastered pack, I think, or something, or a CLB, I guess. I think it was in a DMR pack, but it's this same art, but it's foil, and it looks incredible. Anyway,
But I do want to make the table aware. A creature died of my opponent, so Legolas received a counter.
and then yeah, skeleton ETBs. You all take 1. Let's have the skeleton go at
Oh, not me.
Lynn, I guess.
Okay.
So 3 at Chris, 4 at Lynn.
Yeah, and we take 1 from the Witty and 1 from the Agent.
I think I'll...
Yes. Yeah, so you all take 2 total.
I'm
Yep.
gonna 23.
That's a lot of triggers.
That's priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Wait, so we take another 2 now, or?
2 total.
'Cause
So,
I've taken 3 so far.
1.
Well,
2.
I'm swinging a 3/2 at Chris, a 4/1 at Lynn,
It's,
and then
yeah, it's 3 total.
1 from
Yeah.
Impulsive
total.
Pilfer
Yeah.
dying,
Yep.
and then 1 from Skeleton ETBing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Then yeah, I'm at the right spot.
And
Oh, I need one more.
Well, I casted
I
Gut
guess it
and
used the
Impulsive
name, so it's like
Pilfer,
one
so
more.
I guess 4 for the turn.
So it should be a 26.
Yeah, that would take 22.
Yeah, then I take 4 more from yours. sending me from 27 to 20.
And I pass the turn.
Your end step, I'm going to basic land cycle this Ash Barrens.
Oh, that's a value.
And then I will amass an army. It'll be an orc army right now, but I'll get a real zombie army in a moment. Here we go. It was the one thing that was nice about playing on Arena at that time when they had the armies, was that as you added more counters to it, the picture got more zombies. I loved it. It was like a nice little.
Oh, that is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was slightly different.
Cool.
Like added 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 around them, so it was a fun bonus if you actually were doing well in the game. So let me go get a basic land. I'll get a swamp.
I like that.
I opened up 2 boosters, as I said, so I have one particular swamp. I'll go get the Middle-earth swamp, just so Chris, you feel at home.
Yep.
And Legolas, you feel at home.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Just making us feel at
I
home.
searched for a swamp.
Ah.
And I searched for a swamp to make this particular swamp. To make Legolas and Saruman feel more at home. Okay.
Right.
That goes to hand, and then I'll untap for the turn. And I've got a little friend, little zombie army with me. Let's see. I should swing with them. This deck dies for that zombie maker, the one essentially every turn, and they get lifelink. This deck is calling for it. Rare cards. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Rare cards. I'll play
Yep, that's what Pauper needs. Rare cards.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's true.
For real. I think as long as I've got that 2 mana, I'm pretty happy. 3 mana, I'm pretty happy. 4 mana, I'm ecstatic. That 4/3, I think I can deal with it whenever I'm ready to deal with it. The 2/3 I'm worried about over there though. Legolas is already so massive.
He's a 3/4, really.
Oh, that's what that.
Yeah, the count. He does the counters on the left side. You add to the yeah.
Yeah, because if you change the power toughness, because like some of it's going to be temporary, spoiler alert. So I like to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. All right, I will move to combat. Hipstevius, I declare an attacker a 2/2 zombie army at you. Okay. That felt good.
I'm devastated.
I hope you will be.
Sure, I will be. I'm sure there's more coming my way.
I've got happiness. I'm good. I passed the turn with that. I'll leave this one
Untap
out.
and draw.
Oh, I have to discard a card. Oh, my end step, I have to discard a card. That's fine. I'll discard this Gorgon Recluse, and I will cast it for its madness cost at my discard step.
Mint.
Clean up. So now I have 7 cards for real.
For results.
For real. All right. And now I pass the turn.
All
Sorry,
right.
that was
I untap and I draw. I play an island. Do I just sit and chill and do nothing?
I spent a turn doing that. It was great.
2/4 with Death Touch.
I tap 5 for Peregrine Drake.
Not black. Black creatures are cool.
Untap the lands.
That's true, they are.
And then for 5, I cast Saruman, the white.
Hey.
White, ward 2. Whenever I cast my second spell, each turn, I amass orcs 2. That's a 2/2 or a +2, not 2 1/1s, which I always wish that it was that. I'm sorry. I love the armies. I love the orcs, but it should be the number of 1/1s you make because you're amassing an army.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
More combo friendly.
they really should have given you individual Mons' Goblin Raider cards back in the day. Mons' Goblin Raiders, wasn't into it.
Honestly,
You know,
Chris,
I mean-
no one agrees with you more than other Magic players.
Yeah.
You know,
After
you
that,
know
though, I pass, so you're good.
most of us just play Viscera Seer. You know what I mean? Just just play Black Saruman.
That's literally what needs
So
to be.
I will say at
Can't wait to
Chris's,
draw my Viscera Seer.
at Chris's end step trigger, I am sacrificing Steve for a land before my turn begins. So let me
You're not
just
gonna
grab
block with it? Must need that land.
here. No, I don't need it, but I want
But he
it.
still did it, so everyone make a note. He needs a land.
All right. Now,
He said he
next
doesn't,
turn.
but he protests too much.
I mean, you know what? Sometimes in life, you just got to do the things for you.
I agree. Just, you know,
As
preach
I stare
yourself.
at the camera because I can see my reflection. Anyway, here's the land for turn though. How are we going to math this out? Oh, tell you what I wanted to do for a little while now. I'm gonna play. I actually drew into the one combo I was super excited for in this deck because I'm gonna play a card. It's called Aqueous Form
Yes.
or Aqueous Form.
Mhm.
So what Aqueous Form does is an enchanted creature becomes unblockable, but when an enchanted creature attacks, you scry. I want to point out Legolas' first ability is when you scry, you can untap Legolas.
That's a little
Yeah.
combo centric.
So,
So
yeah.
Kinda.
It's a bit cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. That is cool.
Now, I don't remember if I said the name of the deck at the top of the stream, but I called this deck Legolas's Fight Club for a very important reason. I'm next going to cast a card called Ancient Animus, where I can put a 1/1 counter on a legendary creature and have it fight another creature on the board. And I'm going to choose Witty Roadmaster for us to fight, with now this being a 4/5 and Witty Roadmaster being less than that.
That's so sad because I was gonna definitely make a lot of creatures on my next turn.
Yeah, that's why this is happening to you, my friend.
I'll just put it in my graveyard.
Yeah. So,
Roadmaster.
and now that an opponent's creature has died, I can get another 1/1 on Legolas, making this now a 5/6. This is in the graveyard.
Yeah.
You also have a trigger on Agent of the Iron Throne, so you'll all lose a life.
Yeah. I mean, 1 life is all I have to live, so it's worth it. Now that I've done pretty much nothing but...
Let me work it. Never mind, keep going.
Now that I've done nothing but go after Hip this turn, I feel like it's only fair if I attack Hip this turn. So, I'm attacking you for 5 commander.
Okay.
Which is unblockable. And because I attacked with Legolas and he's enchanted, I can now untap Legolas as I scry for 1. I believe I will keep that on top. Yep.
You smell
and
that? That's value.
That's value. And so I think that is enough shenaniganry for this deck for 1 turn. You know, honestly, this is what I designed the deck to do. It scryed and it fought. There's literally, if you look at the deck list on Moxfield now, wink. It's just scry and fight cards, everybody. That's the rest of the deck right here. You saw it here.
I think I have a bunch of them on my desk right now. Or there's probably some in this pile. Other than, obviously, Many Partings, which is, like, my favorite, very playable, but not mind-blowingly broken card. I made this 1-drop green card from the new set, and you, like, scry 3, and then if the top card is a creature card, you get to draw a card. What's that called again?
That's the Elven Farsight. That's, like, the first... That's the first card I played in this... second card I played in this game.
Yeah, that card is so fantastic, and that combined with 4 Mirkwood Bats and, I don't know, whatever else I'm going to put in the deck is going to end up making a really broken 60-card pauper...
You're not wrong.
For sure. Token Death Beam.
Golgari Pauper is a thing that happens, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Anyway,
it's not a thing that I've ever done before, but it is a thing I will be doing.
Yep.
This is a Terramorphic Expanse. Flying in for a landing.
As they do.
As they do. Like the bats.
They usually bring gifts.
They do. I'm going to tap and sack this Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to view my library and go snag a swamp. ETB tapped. Close them shuffle. And we're going to tap red. And we're going to play Hordling Outburst. And we're going to make 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens.
That's the
if
best
it resolves.
Card. Yeah,
I love this card.
Pass priority. Yeah, it's good rate. It's 3 creatures, like a creature per mana. Good rate.
Yep.
3 for 3, I mean, you gotta love it.
Yep.
That's like an Arby's deal right there. That's like
right.
Arby's of goblins.
It's like I'm going through the drive-through at like Wendy's, and I'm like pretty stoked about what I'm spending my money on.
Yeah. You guys remember when the 4 for 4 was like actually 4 things for $4?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Burger King tried 5 for 5, which is a cookie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that card.
All right, so we got. I think I have a 2-mana card in here that makes like 3 things or something, and I was like, "This exists. This is messed up."
Oh yeah.
And I was pretty stoked to find it. I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna sack Scabo. Gonna be the Hunger Games sacrifice turn.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna get ourselves another. And I just clone this. I think
the Arby's.
Make token copy.
So we could.
Gonna get another Skeleton.
That does pings us for 1.
It'll ping you all for 1. And then I'm gonna swing 2 1 menace skeletons at Spectacles in blue.
How much mana do you have untapped right here? 2?
I have a swamp and a treasure.
You have a swamp and a treasure. Let's take a
It's a good
There's
song.
a snake
You
in my
got it?
boot.
Open a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I think Woody
here.
wrote it.
I would say singer-songwriter days. Spectacle and Blue.
I was never really singer and songwriter at the same time in my musical life, but I'm not going to talk about that when I'm being attacked. I'll talk about that in a minute if you like.
He's in an emergency situation here.
Yeah.
You can't just be
He
asking
has
him
a
calm,
creature.
cool,
What do you
collected
mean?
questions.
He's got dudes he can block with.
I have a
They're
5/6 right
cardboard.
here,
They're
but he
not
has
even
2 mana, and it is Rakdos. You know, it's not hard to burn something for 2 after you deal it.
You're saying lightning bolt?
There's a lightning bolt in this deck.
I hope so.
Yeah. So what I will do is I'll actually chump block one of them with the Visionary, and I will take 4.
They're Menache.
Because the Vision.
Yeah, they're
I put
Menace.
them in-
So you have to double block
Skeletons
one of them.
on-
Oh, they have Menace. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
That's what makes them so great.
That's
I
why he does a
see, I
lot of
see.
work.
Hmm.
As long as he stays on the battlefield. True Soul Zealot.
All right, I'll take 8.
Okay. Best turn.
You saying best turn?
Oh no, I've been exiled.
Yep, you're excited.
I hope this isn't going to be like the situation with my
Oh,
friend last week.
oh my, yeah.
And
That was
I
a
forgot to-
time.
there was a moment here when I did Madness with the Gorgon Recluse. I paid the Madness cost. That's also discarding a card. I forgot I was
Yeah.
doing that. And I paid the one more for Lazotep. So I just put 2 more counters on the zombie army
Yeah, no
and
worries.
mass too. They set
Yep.
their tap. I wasn't going to do anything. So I untap for the turn and I'll draw. That does present some options. Okay, I think I know the way that these decks work. That I could probably get rid of this if I wanted to. Oh, the zombie, get back up. Yeah, I feel like Hip Stevies, you still have quite the advantage. I know Legolas, the counter
Oh.
is loving the
It's not.
gut true soul zealot.
Oh, did I actually? I don't think I put Legolas up from your sacrifice. Now that I think about it, but that still would have been lightning bolt range, so it's fine. Let me just add the counter now.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to challenge, just chew up a little bit of your food. So I'm going to move to combat and I'll declare attackers with the Gorgon Recluse and the Zombie Army. That's a 4/4 and that's a 2/4. And this says whenever it becomes blocked, you're blocked by a non-black creature, destroy it. So it's a 2, but still 2 power. That's about 6 damage total.
I'm going to
You ever
take 6.
defeated RBs? Okay.
Ooh, okay.
6 damage. Okay. We can do 6 damage.
I'd be able to get 2 games in.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rate this is going. I'd rather it be that way, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna cast this Demure Locket, and then I pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap.
Love them lockets. Those golden lockets.
Papa Lockets. I'll keep a picture of my
Islands.
mummy and my daddy in it.
Oh,
Third path,
My mummy and my
Savant.
daddy. I'm just a pauper.
Popper with him. This pocket watch you all got left, my pop. I live on the streets now.
I will.
Sorry, English people.
I'm English and I'm not offended.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people who would actually be offended by.
Too late to apologize. Spectacle and Blue, you just did it.
I mean, those people are going to be offended regardless.
If I'm gonna get canceled for from the UK, I mean,
Come on.
my UK fans are.
Spectacle
actually-
in Blue. You got to get the fans, and then they'll hate you. You got to get them. You got to get a large number of them. We're all chasing that dream. We're all shooting for fans that hate us. We live for that, don't we?
I
Don't
mean,
you
I already
live
have
for your
plenty of
haters?
haters. It's
oh.
I'm trying to grow that. I have true
You're
fans
living
and
for your
haters.
haters.
According to
I'm just
Instagram, I actually have
trying to
pretty good
grow
reach
the
in the
numbers.
UK. Oh wow, sorry everybody. Sorry.
Have you ever looked at your Twitter analytics? My Twitter analytics on my music stuff is like insane. And then I have like millions of like perceptions or whatever, and then I have like 500 followers, and I'm like,
I literally had a conversation with 2 people today. One I talked to Italian, and the other I talked to in Portuguese. Asking
oh,
me
Now,
we
about-
got a smart guy over here.
Were you talking like this? What with the Portuguese?
I was not talking like my normal.
Like he was from New York.
No, he's from New England. Is Chris?
Yeah, but
No,
people
he's
say it's a New York
from New
accent. That's
York.
why. Yeah.
Well, it's funny too because I'm making fun of Old England. He's making fun of New England. You know, we
We're finding a balance.
right.
I mean,
I'm going to just
Really, he's from New
play
York.
TPS, and I'm gonna
We can-
flicker Peregrine Drake. Second spell, I make a 2/2 orc, untapping 5 lands, and I pass.
Sure.
With
Well, as
all my
the-
mana open.
Hip, as the person from New York, that's not a New York accent. I'll
It's
tell you
like-
that right now.
It's like downtown
I
Brooklyn.
don't hear a New York accent in your voice
Oh,
either.
sorry. I had an end of turn action. I was
Oh,
going to
gosh,
return 2
yeah.
islands for Gush to
I
draw
thought you
2
were gonna
cards.
say, "Oh, sorry, let me show you what a New York accent is."
No. I meant to return 2 islands at his end step and draw 2, which I did, and now I haven't drawn my. Now I go draw my
either
cards.
way,
for him.
feel free to
Yeah.
show me what a proper New York accent is.
Well, it
But then
depends.
I'll know, and I'll have
It's
learned.
kind of geographic, is what it is. I mean, this is Long Island right here.
Yeah, that's why it's between New York and the fucking upper north over here.
Yes.
All I know is that you all seem like you're from the East Coast because you all love to talk.
Yeah,
You all do it.
Well,
You all
very
love to
accurate
talk.
to you.
Definitely for the East Coast and somewhere in there, because most people I'm talking to these days, they could say 4 words between each other and they're pretty happy.
That will never
Yeah,
work
nah.
here.
Are you a
Yeah,
West Coast?
No.
I have a story with that too, but I won't tell it right now because that would just feed into the stereotype apparently. So am I done bullying Hip, or should I keep bullying Hip? Everybody, I'm gonna put that to the table.
I got blockers, so you do you.
I mean, Legolas is
I also
unblockable.
got
Doesn't matter.
blockers.
I'm just letting you know I have blockers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are
No,
you-
Legolas is unblockable and
I mean-
reach and big.
So the important thing to consider with the deck at the moment, or the board state that I've thought about, is that Hibs Devious has Agent of the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
And so if you look at every creature on the battlefield at this point, that's 5 creatures. Think about your life. It's really 5 less than what it is.
At minimum, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm.
4
What I
5
would do, I can't get rid of the throne, but I can get rid of the gut.
It's-
On the other
you
hand,
consider that.
I
Can you
mean,
live
I'm
at
not the
5?
only one with a board state.
Yeah,
No, you're
for sure.
not.
That's clear on the board. I've got a 4/4. I've got a 2/4. They're tap. I have my commander 2 mana. I mean, I could block something. I could block and die. You know. Well, look at Chris though. Chris is walled up.
I mean, but
That's
again,
fine.
Legolas is unblockable. None of that matters to me. It's just who's really the biggest threat to the board, and that's still Hip, because Hip can deal the 5 ping.
I mean,
10
I'm
ping.
visibly the most threatening on board that you know
Yeah.
about. But Chris is playing mono blue, and a couple weeks ago, he just sat there doing,
I did
that's
that
what Chris
one
always
time.
does.
Yeah, I do it.
quote unquote nothing, and then he came out of nowhere and he was like,
Well-
"Yeah, I'm just gonna do an infinite combo," and there
Yep.
you go.
Hip.
It's
Here's the
irrelevant. I may or may not have a similar combo, but that's besides the point.
Well, the problem
Is
is,
it, though?
here's the thing. Negotiating with you politics-wise, Hip, doesn't matter because everything you do burns everybody. If it was
Yes.
like, I won't hit you if you don't hit me, that's a different type of politicking. It's like, hey, don't hit me, but I'm still going to like burn you 5, 10 every turn.
I mean,
if
it's
you
not-
swing at me, I will
not
tap your
personal.
creature down, and you can't attack me.
Ooh.
That's
It's
also
not-
true.
It's not.
I'll just
That's
straight
true.
say it.
Well, technically speaking, yes, but I will untap to block because of the scry.
No,
'cause
I have
declared
certain
the
cards
attack.
in the hand.
That gets
Yeah, but I
tapped.
can still choose to untap
Oh.
with the scry ability, regardless of what
Oh,
you
that-
do.
No, you
I
have to declare it.
But before declare attackers, you could tap a creature.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
But Spectacle and Blue could also scry suddenly with like.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I have cards to do with. I'm telling you.
Okay. So the challenge is being met there, Chris. The 2 cards you got might not be enough. That's what's being.
So again, tell you what, I'll just do the turn. I'll just do the turn, and you guys can just kind of like see it happen. I'm gonna put in Urban Daggertooth,
oh, the dagger.
Proliferate.
and
The other thing too is Pauper. The card pool is smaller. You learn the
Of what's gonna actually, yeah.
criminals. You learn the criminals. You learn the-
It's honestly nice on Scryfall when you go through it and you're looking for suggestions and stuff, and it's only like 2.5 pages.
Yeah.
Great.
That's the other thing too. Yeah. That's the other.
I
so
want cards like this. Here's 2.5 pages of that, and then you're done.
And hope for the
That's
best.
not
Yeah.
32 pages. Of
Yeah,
it.
thank God.
Yeah, sure.
It's like it's too much.
so what I'm gonna do now is I didn't get rid of Gut for you, Hip, but I am still gonna attack you. And I'm still going to attack you because that'll bring you within lethal range for commander damage next turn, and you can think about what you're going to do with that. So,
And
I'm
if you
gonna do
attack me, I'm
6.
gonna attack you.
I mean, I also have Daggertooth Proliferate now, so yeah, I know.
Oh, the daggers. So many daggers.
Just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. So I'm swinging 6 unblockable at you, and then I do my untap scry thing.
I have no regrets.
Okay.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No, no regrets.
And
That you
That-
know of. That you know of.
Don't speak
that's
on
an
my
alarming
behalf.
statement.
Also, I'm just saying that we all just have to say that. You know, we should all say that
I went to college. I know.
legally. And imagine for a moment you did have some sort of spawn of yours watching in Twitch tonight.
Oh
in the
my
chat.
God,
Maybe
that-
one of you. And you said like, I don't have any children. You know what? Your child that you didn't know about might actually take that as you don't love them and you don't care for them. And
Yeah,
they
so-
might
I love
So-
how you took this offhanded comment and extrapolated it into a life
To a whole
imploding
thing.
whole side story arc
Yeah,
where my
that's what I
unknown
did.
spawn
It's letters
just
from Lynn.
despises me and creates like a devious plan to take me out of existence
Yep.
for not acknowledging their existence.
Anyway, so Pip, you took 6 commander, I hope.
My Twitch babies out
Apparently,
there.
I'm taking 6
Love you.
commander because apparently I'm
Mama
playing
loves
commander
you.
right now still. I'm at 11 commander.
Amanda.
What-
You're at
what
11
is,
out of 16 commander, yes.
16 commander, that's what it is.
With that and 3 blockers, I will pass the turn.
Let's put something on the board. That's a gut true soul zealot on the fence. Hip, you still with us?
They just become
Yes.
a casual fan, gain your trust to become a mod, get the address to send you something as a mod, gift, and that gift is showing up on your doorstep. Oh, Drew.
Oh, you just wrote a whole story, isn't
Yeah.
that like? Oh, that's essentially. I was watching that the wrestling show on Netflix a while back. Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It's like that. The girl shows up and her dad's the director, and she just hangs out for a while, and she's like, "You're my dad." You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my
Yeah.
gosh.
so
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm just gonna open the door one day. It'll be Scooby Doo, and he'll be dressed as Inigo Montoya. It's like, "Hello, my name is Amigo Montoya. You are my father. Prepare for a hug." I don't know.
yeah, for sure.
All right. Here we go.
Unless she rejected the chat and said, "No, I don't have any children that I know of."
I mean, some of us are sure.
Don't reject your children. That's all.
Anyway,
I'll let my girl know when she pops out.
Or your curly fries. Don't reject your children or your curly fries.
Or your curly fries.
Yes.
we're not sponsored by Arby's, but I mean,
Yeah, exactly. If someone said, "I'm gonna get you curly fries," you'd be like, "Okay." You don't
Yeah,
say
I'm
like,
not gonna say no
"What
to that.
kind? What kind?"
as
of
long as you're
seasoning?"
not my child, I'll take them.
I'm going to play a Witch's Cottage, which is going to enter untapped because I control 3 or more swamps.
This
That means
means
something.
3 or more other swamps, rather. So I'm going to
Yeah.
put target creature card from my graveyard on top of my library,
Okay.
targeting Witty Roastmaster.
yes, you are.
Oh,
Bam.
Boo. That's top of
Witty
the library.
Roastmaster
That's
to
fine.
hand. Or to top of library, I mean. Bam. There it goes.
That's top of the
1,
library.
2,
Witch's
3,
Cottage isn't unfair. It's good. You gotta work.
Then, what does this say?
The pill for
Encore. You need more treasure tokens. You can bring your friend back, and it'll have myriad. I think, like essentially.
correct, yeah. And then 3 things such. That's
Encore.
6 damage off that one thing.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do...
With the witty.
A long time of sun, Chris. I would pick him up in Detroit.
1, 2, 4, and we are going to encore this guy.
Yep, encore.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we'll exile him. We'll make 3 of him. Token
The
copy.
treasure. You can push
Can
the
I just
X
click
key.
on him and just do like X?
Yeah, it's
there we
X
go.
does it.
yeah.
So he is exiled now, I think.
Yep. And they have
Yes.
3 swing at each, 1 at each of us.
So those are all ETB. I am gonna go to combat.
For
And
sure. Pause
I-
there. Hey, everybody,
okay.
just before you declare attackers, or I guess before we leave pre-combat, because combat you get that trigger at the beginning. How y'all feeling? We're about to lose a life.
So right now on the board for sacrifice, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 damage right now on the board. Minimum.
Right,
No one's playing any like 1 damage to all my my opponent's creatures right now. Any red player in the house? No. Okay, never mind. All right, we're dead. I passed fairy.
I'm going to tap 3 to Urza's rebuff, tapping down the 2 skeletons.
Ooh.
They're not even coming at you.
I have no choice. This is straight fear.
I hate this moment so much.
Welcome to politics.
Respect that.
Oh, that pretty much ruins my turn.
No, you
I don't think it ruins it.
It
You got
does.
Zut-
I'm gonna
you got
die, and I
You got-
can't kill Tickles before you kill me. Just playing this turn.
Oh, we're losing.
It's start happening every 5 minutes, and it's going to be every 4 minutes and
Yeah,
3 minutes.
slowly whittle
I'm
itself
going to have to
down.
rethink everything that
Yeah.
I'm doing.
When your loved one says, "I'm going to bring you home some fries," and then they're like, "Yeah, curly fries," I would never ask another question. I'd be like, "That's fine. You can't go wrong with a curly fry." Curly fries are sort of, I'm not saying they're the perfect fry,
They're
but
pretty
they're
damn
like
fire.
the fry.
Right.
Like you like that works.
I'm not
That's
complaining about curly
Yeah.
fries.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. If someone's
I'm not
like, "I'm gonna
complaining
bring you
about
home
waffle
fries,"
fries either.
yeah. If someone said, "I'm gonna bring home some fries to you," I'd be like, "Where from?" You know, sometimes I'm a little picky on the fry. But if they
Right.
said curly fries, I'd be like, "Whatever, that's fine."
Yeah,
Curly-
waffle
I've never
fries.
had a
Waffle
bad
fries.
curly
No,
fry.
get out of here with that.
Right. Well, I want to discriminate.
I don't discriminate, but if you're gonna say waffle fries or curly fries,
I don't mind waffle fry nachos though.
Well, those are pretty good. I like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sweet
yeah.
potatoes ones. the
Sweet
waffle
potatoes
Yeah.
are pretty solid.
They put in some other stuff they do it fun with. But yeah, I know what you're. So you don't like waffle fries? That's fine.
Oh, I like waffle fries, but I'm saying if you gave me the choice of waffle fries
It's
or
sub
curly
tier for
fries,
him.
right? There's tiers. Let me send out my YouTube tier list. It'll be 40-minute video essay, and
Do you have one? That's so topical right now.
That would be pretty
So,
epic
yeah.
if you had it.
Dude,
if I had one in my back pocket, nah.
Yeah, for
I'll make one and
content.
unlist the
You
video
left.
just
Content's
for
done.
Lynn.
Nope.
Um,
Content's done.
I
That's
I
it. We're already
think
on to the
what
next thing.
has happened is my 2 skeletons got tapped down, and this game is over for me. So
Well, no. What I
the
said
game has
was
already ended. I don't think anything
but-
that I do at this point matters.
what I said was I'll bring you within lethal range, and you can decide whether you want to keep hitting me. That's all I said. I never said I was going to kill you next turn.
There's no guarantee because there's still
Oh.
the two of us.
Yeah.
I am extremely salty about the tapping of these lads. I was absolutely going to hit you, and now I can't, so I'm dead.
Well, again,
I think so. The way I see it is, spectacles is way more advantageous to not kill you, given the board state, so then he can kill us right away.
and you're already in range.
Yeah, you're like his go-to guy right now.
I am doomed. I'm doomed. See, what I did was I did too much too fast, and
Correct.
then that's not how you
Correctos.
win EDH.
You either do everything at once and
You
see
do
EDH, or you
absolutely
hold it out.
nothing. You do
Yeah.
nothing,
Or
and
you,
then
or you have a good time. You just play those cards.
Yeah, we're just having fun here, man. It's not
You
like
have a good time. That's what they'll call good time. I think they mean like, I just played cards and
we're
things
here for a good
happen.
time, not a long time.
Well, that's not true. Stevia's never said that. You just said that.
I said that. Yeah, I was expecting to be the target by now.
No. You said we're here for a good. That's not true.
stacking this.
This is
guy.
the
I might
royal-
be here for a good time. You might be here for a good time. Some of us might be here to win.
Lynn, this is the royal we. I don't know if you knew this.
Oh yeah.
Everyone take a damage.
You take one.
There we go. I'm taking a damage.
I'm gonna swing each of these impulsive pilfers. One is coming at each of you because that is what they have to do. So that is what they're doing.
All right.
And a skeleton, a 4/1, is coming at Chris for tapping down my stuff.
Yep.
All right. I am blocking the myriad with the dagger tooth, which will proliferate, and I will add a counter to Legolas. And I presume it dies.
It'll die. Yeah.
So it's
and I'll
another
get a
counter to
treasure,
Legolas.
And you'll take
I'll
another damage.
And I'll take, I'm not blocking the 5. I'll take the 5, and then I'll take
Oh,
another
they die anyways,
3.
so they'll exile themselves. I guess I
Yeah.
take the 1. It doesn't matter.
Oh, they sacrifice themselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
they
then
sack. Yeah.
Oh, they sack. They're not myriad though. They just don't exile themselves. They sack.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Useful.
So that's
Okay, I'll
still.
I'll take
This
the
is
1.
coming at you, Lynn. You want to block
Yeah, I'll
it?
block with the Lazotep Chancellor.
All right, so that'll die, and you'll all take 1, and then I'll make another treasure.
Yeah.
And then you said you're not blocking these, Chris?
No, I don't want myself to die.
Okay, so you're taking 5.
Yep. Down at 12.
Okay.
I am going to tap a mountain and a swamp and sack this treasure. Whoops, I'm not trying to highlight all that. This treasure, why does it keep doing
It
it?
does it all the time. I don't know why.
It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
escape.
I'm going to play Ashnod's Altar.
So we lose another 1 from the agent.
Is that another death?
Because an artifact went to the bin.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
an
Yeah, I
artifact,
could attack
okay.
the treasure.
Yep.
I am going to sack this impulsive pilferer to the Ashnod's altar, and then I will get 2 colorless mana floating, and I'll get a treasure, and you'll all take 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to sack these 3 treasures, so you'll all take 3.
Oh, the pilfer.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to cast 3 black mana, Foreboding Fruit. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life, and I will get a food token. Bam, bam. Lose 2 life on my other monitor.
Oh, target player draws 2 cards and loses. Oh, no, you lose.
He loses the and then he makes the
Okay.
food. He still has 2 colorless mana floating right now.
2 colorless mana floating, which I will pay into the food to gain 3 life, and then you'll all take 1.
Take another 1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So close,
And
It's a very interesting game of Pauper all of a sudden.
will. I think what I can do is get everyone devastatingly low, and then just you can figure it out. And I think I'm dead at this point, though. I'm gonna sacrifice all of my creatures. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll have 10 colorless mana, and you all take 5.
I'm at 1.
Commander creature, and whenever an artifact, so you're sacked as part of the activation though for Gut. So you would not be here for the resolution. Or no, you would be here for the.
No, we lose 4, not.
Yeah, I wonder. That's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah, we lose 4.
If your 4 creatures go, you sack them first, and then you sack Zut. Zut's not there to. That's what I was wondering. Like with
so you lose 4, not 5.
Oh right, I won't sack Gut.
Oh,
I'll just sack everything else.
Okay.
Oh, so you won't sack Zut?
Because it's an ability that he has, so it doesn't make sense to sack him.
Yeah.
So we'll just sack these 4. Doesn't matter because Legolas is unblockable and can kill me.
I mean, Legolas is now able to kill anyone because of all those sacks. He's at 14, 15.
That's good. Exactly where we need him.
Well, we'll leave that up to you. You can be the decider.
The choice is yours.
And then I'm going to pass the turn now that I've brought us all to the edge of extinction.
Spectacles. Does any of your stuff fly?
Does any of my stuff fly? Legolas has reach.
Damn it.
I'll cycle the Scarab Fest and I'll pay 1 and I'll draw a card. And pay the 1 and I'll update my army. I'll paint my little
it's
miniatures.
happening. I'm getting exiled again.
Alright, so I'll make that 6. I guess most people know 6 is this. Alright, it's 6 power. Here we go. Untap. Upkeep. 6 power. Yeah. That might not be bad. It really wouldn't. You're right. That was an amazing turn. I want to take a moment to applaud you were gonna die, but you haven't died.
You basically murdered all 3 of us at once.
Yeah, you did a pretty good
bribed.
job murdering us all. I think Chris has got some more tapping and more other effects going on.
I think Chris is probably in the best spot right now. Paradoxically, you wouldn't think so by his life total, but I think he's doing pretty well.
I'm gonna move to combat and pass priority.
All right, I got nothing.
Combat. Declare attackers. Pass priority.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
No, you're good.
I declare attackers. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, we could do it. I will move to combat and declare attackers. Saruman the White, I didn't look at your power toughness. You're actually a 4/4, so you're not. You're painful. You're a painful little. Yeah, I move to combat and I'll declare the zombie army and the Gorgon Recluse as attackers to you, Chris. It's a 2/4 with a blocked ability. You happen to be non-blocked, so
it would
die. As good as touch. And 8/8.
All right, so I'm gonna block the orc on the army and the servant. I'll block on the 2/4. So both my things die.
Okay, and then I've got to spend some mana in my post-combat. I'll cast this Frantic Search.
Hey.
I think no, I'm fine. I'll just do it. I'm going to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards and untap these 3 lands. That might not be so bad. We'll get rid of the Soothsayer. Oh, wait. No, I want that. Soothsayer Adept. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And see if I can get me a fish. You know what I'm talking about? See if I can get me a fish. Let's play this island for turn. And with 7...
Lynn is actually going to cancel the game and play Dan via Scheherazade.
Well, I'm going to play this. I'll cast this Gurmag Angler, and I'll delve the other 4 off the cost of it. I'll get rid of these. It's a 5/5 zombie fish. That's why I'm doing some fishing. Yeah.
Fishing is great.
Dan. Yeah, they need a Gurmag Angler version of Dan. Let's make one.
It would be Dead.
I think I saw Chloe was talking about she made like Yargle Dan.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Yargle Dan. See, we need more of the Dans. We need more Dan.
Call Voxy.
Yeah,
Voxy loves you.
Yeah.
Move to my end.
She'll make a crab variant.
Alright, I'm tapping draw.
I did what I could.
I will have 4 for a scared tiller. I can't do anything with it, so I cry in sadness to past.
Oh, the
Golly.
Tiller. The Tiller Killer. The Graveyard Thriller. I think Hipsies, you did go hard. You did go quick. That deck has explosive. Build. The way you built it, explosive. Those are some of the cards I know when I looked at the list. I was like, I would cut those. And that's not, sometimes you explode at the right time.
I definitely did alter the deck. Like, I basically just slapped a bunch of random cards I found together very
Nice.
quickly in like 22 minutes. And then I was like, I have to go to work now. And then I was like, hey, help me, please. And you gave some amazing suggestions. And I went through and I kind of tweaked it a little bit and
Well, you
spent a little time on it
you
this
can do
evening.
That formula, that explosive formula. Keeping that altar in there. Blowing it up.
I just wanted something that would be very castable and also could just blow up a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I didn't even put it in there so that I could use a bunch of mana. I just wanted to be able
it's a
to
sack
sack a
outlet,
lot
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
If you got
Just
some
very
outlets for
castable
that,
sack
though,
outlet.
we'd be dead. If it was like, I do all that and a fireball, I mean, you got some really good stuff out of it.
Yeah, I was thinking like those creatures, like the Invoker, you pay like 8 mana into it and then do damage to everybody. But
Okay.
I
Oh, yeah,
didn't
those
end
ones
up
are
putting
good.
it in there.
Those are fine additions.
Bogos are
Spectacles
always
I like
is
the
great
what
full
are you
at
doing
it.
over there
50
at
card
3?
popper.
What are you doing over there at 3 Life? What are you thinking
Yeah,
about?
so here's the
Legolas?
problem. He needs to
the
kill
problem
you, but he can't kill you because if he kills you, then he dies.
So the problem is the mono blue player over here has 4 untapped islands and 1 card in hand.
It's only 3.
Oh, how the turned tables, spectacles in blue.
And honestly, Spectacles and Simic would be more correct as per the lighting, but that just doesn't sound good.
Not as much. Yeah.
Simicsticles.
Yeah, that just sounds dirty.
Yeah, smegma. It's not.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I hope you put the mature rating on there, Chris. Let's
Smegma's
see.
a scientific term.
It
Yeah.
is a scientific term.
It's a scientific term. We can't be afraid of scientific words,
Yeah.
everybody.
It's just
No,
science.
They're perfectly
just
legal
science.
in all formats.
So here's the deal. If I
give us the pickle.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the deal?
okay,
Pickles are great.
I can either keep Hip alive and probably die out of spite. I could.
I won't kill you out of spite. It'll just
Take
be
him.
He'll
Take
just
us.
kill you
my
to
deck
kill
doing
you.
what my deck. It's just what my deck does.
Well, there's
So-
another
Oh my
blackout.
God.
I mean, the counter spell. But we're gonna try one and see what happens.
All right.
So, your Drake is what, and your Saruman is what, Chris?
2/3 Drake and a 4/4 Saruman with Ward 2
With Ward 2. Interesting.
Mhm.
and Scare Tiller. So watch out.
Ah,
And Scare Tiller. Scare Tiller is what?
A 1/4.
A 1/4. Ooh. All right. Then it makes the least sense to do it this way.
You ain't got it. What do you got? Come on.
If I
Tell
take
us.
out your creatures there, you still have 8. If I take out your creature, you have 12, and then Chris has 3 creatures, which is the hardest one to deal with, the least life. And plus one of them has ward, which is really annoying. So,
You could
okay, I know what I
potentially
should
cast your
do.
Spells and amass an orc.
Well, he has 1 card. He'd have to copy the spell, basically, right?
Correct.
Which is-
Oh, you only have
Yeah.
1 card in hand.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like an opt and a brains.
So what he'd have to do, yeah, exactly. He could just flicker
Right.
the Drake, and that would be a second.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I have the win this turn. If I don't have the win this turn, I have the death next turn. That's my dilemma.
That's every day, honey.
Yeah.
That's what I said to myself in the mirror.
Okay.
Woke up this
That's
morning,
how I was feeling on my turn
gotta
when my
be dead
skeletons
next
got
turn.
tapped.
Yeah. All right. Well, the smart
Could be dead
thing.
next turn.
I'd say,
right.
honestly, your best bet is to kill either me or Lynn.
I know.
Really? What do
Yeah.
you think? Hipstibius, how many cards you got in hand?
3?
I have 3 cards in
Yeah.
my hand. You see
Yeah,
it
that's
just barely at the bottom of my screen. I
Wait,
don't know if you guys
well,
can see
No, I
here's
can't
the-
see it.
Here's a thought: if you kill both of us, then Hipstibius has got a 4/1 mana skeleton coming for you.
Yeah, he's got at least
Exactly.
1 Menage out. That's with 1 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 2 blockers. You're fine. You've got this figured out. You
Yeah.
got everything you need. You could also you kill us all.
I
Kill
think,
us, everyone.
yeah. I'm not,
Kill
okay.
Tiny Tim, kill us, everyone. We're just poppers.
Mhm.
Just poppers. Don't kill us. You cast Gush. You're fine.
So I got to figure out the algorithm to do it, though. That's the problem here. So if I knock out Gut right now and leave Hip alive, then Hip has to recast Gut for anything to be useful and he'd have like maybe 1, maybe 2 mana to do anything with, which sucks. Lynn has 2 creatures, and then I could swing out at an unblockable thing, but then Chris is just going to tap me down is what I think he has, because he's acting pretty cocky over there.
I'm just playing mono blue. I don't play spells. I prefer sorceries.
Okay.
Sure.
Mono blue
You
doesn't do
You don't mind
instant
being
stuff.
shrouded in the mystery of like I
Yeah.
may interact. You don't mind that. You don't mind the cachet that mono blue carries with it. So
All right.
I'm sitting. Here's what I will tell you. I'm sitting on some blue mana.
I know.
And basically a full
There's-
grip with several values.
Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to
Loving it.
cast Prize Fight, targeting Gut and Legolas. So Legolas is fighting Gut.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Legolas is killing Gut, is how that ends.
Alright, are you gonna swing at me with Legolas?
I haven't gone to combat yet.
I'm just asking questions, having a casual conversation.
Sure.
No reason at all.
Next,
gonna fight him.
Legolas is
So
going
what is the
to... This is
toughness on
Legolas's
Legolas?
Fights Club. Legolas has to fight before this ends, a lot.
15.
It's devious. You've got priority on the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's his toughness right now?
His toughness is a lot. Oh, you're on the first fight still. You're on Prize Fight still.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
think
let me
priority
undo
there.
that, and then we'll put this one back in play. His toughness is...
It was 14. No.
It was 15.
15, yeah,
It's
sorry.
15. I'll remove the counter. I assumed he was dead.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
15.
Oh, okay. So are you doing this second fight spell after it resolves or in response to it?
Technically after, because I assumed you said
Okay.
you said no, so I assumed you had nothing. But if you have
Oh.
something,
I am just gonna let Gut
Be fought.
or my graveyard, but I think graveyard. Yes.
Okay.
Are you gonna fight it or sacrifice it?
He's gonna fight Legolas because I want him to
He
get
gets
damage.
activated.
But when Gut dies, you're all going to take a damage.
which is what I was
Uh,
hoping you'd
Or
say.
you're each
No.
gonna lose a life rather.
No, we don't take the
because
damage because
Asian America-
yeah, it is not a
I don't
static
know.
remainer. It's
Wait,
conditional.
what?
It's
Because
Oh yeah, because Gut's not here.
the H is a conditional.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
We
I was
can
hoping
actually
you'd say it so that we could correct you because I'm petty.
Oh, so
That is extremely petty. But
You
carry on
sick
with your
player.
turn.
Anyway,
There's the exile again.
oh my
Yes.
Lanta. Like one person per
Um,
stream from me.
so now
Yeah.
Legolas
Mom,
is up
put down the
to...
phone. Mom,
toughness.
put down the phone. That's what I'd be yelling at. Mom, put the phone down. I'm on the internet.
Next up, we have Pounce coming at...
It's all good. I love pounces. Kill anything you want. Kill it all.
See, the thing is, I'd pounce the... Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of this thing. What's the scarecrow thing called again, Chris?
Scared
Tiller.
Tiller.
Scaretiller. That's a 1/4.
Correct.
Or there's also... You know what? I'll fight the Drake.
Just because I
You
don't want
should
to
blank
die.
it.
No, I'm gonna counterspell.
Okay.
That's what I... Okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah?
I don't want my bird to die.
For sure.
All right, so it doesn't happen. That's fine.
It doesn't happen. Pass priority on that counter spell. Pass priority.
Yeah.
Well, are we sure that doesn't work when Gut dies? Because it does say whenever an artifact or creature you control is put into, he doesn't see himself, because it says like he has it because of Agent.
I'll
of
check the
Iron.
rules chat.
That's the one. Yeah, that's why when I brought it up, I didn't mean to lead to that. My initial assumption was it didn't, but that's
Well,
where.
let's ask real quick, because if it is, I'm dead. Let me just see
Oh.
real quick. Because that'd be 2 total damage for us.
That'd be 2.
Because I'm from before.
It's a commander that goes 2 commanders. You can include.
Oh.
Choose a background.
2 life loss, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, no, I wouldn't have sacked him before.
Oh, okay, then it'd be only one. Okay. I thought.
It would only be 1, so you wouldn't be dead. But you'd be at 1 and 2 and 7.
It's loading up.
So it says if a card refers to a commander, this is Scryfall, which essentially pulls 2022 June 10th. If a card refers to a commander creature you own, a background won't usually be counted or included for that effect. Another spell or ability causes your background to become a creature. However, it would be included. But anyways, that first sentence feels
Makes
like
it
it could
somewhat,
be-
yeah.
But a card refers to the commander creature you own, a background won't be counted. So it's not a commander, and it is an ability on the commander creature. But you do have it essentially, it's a continuous ability up until the point that you are dead. So I think if it says any creature, I'm fine with it. I think you do take the damage. Because you have it up to the point that you die, which means right when you left, the battlefield as the last known game state, you had that ability. I don't know if like
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like a blood artist thing where it sees itself, or if it's
sure.
not
I'm
that.
fine with taking the 1 in this case. Whenever another creature, I say that as someone with 8 life, but
What does Gatherer say? I'll look it up on Gatherer.
that's what Gatherer pulls out all in the Scryfall.
On the Scry, yeah.
So that's what reading the
'cause
Judgment
when-
calls it those days.
So here's the thing: when it says blood artist or another creature is specifically blood artist text. If the background
it just says whenever
says
an artifact or creature.
or creature, but this is saying the commander creatures you own have when or creature, whenever a creature. So yeah, in that case, it would count itself because it doesn't say another creature.
That makes.
Mhm.
I mean,
So as long as we, so
saying
that's what I was trying to think of. Like we have to think of it from, is it a continuous ability? That's what I was trying to think about. Like
Yeah,
continuous-
because it's a the command.
Like
The
what
background
layer
gives
is
it
it?
a static effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So it
does.
hasn't-
We take the life.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's lose it. Let's lose
It
it.
says if Gut is your commander, his own Delph will trigger his granted ability.
Okay.
Love you.
I'm
Love
at
you,
1.
Gut.
All
Love you,
right.
Gut.
Now,
1.
Counterspell. You are at 1 with the. Oh.
too bad we don't have a disallow there to trigger, but that's not in pauper now, is it? All right.
I just got
Now,
new spectacles today, and it feels great to be here with spectacles in blue live on stream.
yeah, I
My
mean,
new spectacles on.
it's good. I mean, you know, especially if you hadn't worn them before and you like needed them.
I did. I was straining my eyes. It was like really awful, and it feels very refreshing to see everything so crisp and clear on Twitch tonight.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to like end the game here, and it's not going to work, and I'm going to die if I don't.
Games. See, here's the thing: the game could end in many different ways,
Yeah.
I know.
and we could all
But-
lose. But what's important is the game end.
All right. So what I'm going to do?
The game has to end.
You know,
And
put in
then-
Scryfish.
Then we could play another game, because who wants to
Yeah,
play
we-
1 2-hour games when you could play 2 1-hour games?
Exactly.
No, we-
I'm just. But the thing is, okay, whoever I hit dies
Just do
with
it.
Legolas.
yeah,
It
that's
seems
fine.
like
Just
you're
go
in
for it.
the king-making position right
I
now.
know, and I'm trying to figure out who hits me the worst. All right.
You may not know, so the best thing to do is make it.
Hip is 1-2, Lynn is 3-4, Chris is 5-6.
Well, just don't tell us what you roll, and you just tell us what you're gonna do. How
Yeah.
do you
Say
would
it in
you
your
do
head
that?
and then just do it.
Yeah,
Fine, I'll reassign it.
roll it, and then don't tell us, and then just make it sound like you picked it, because
Yeah.
you can make up any number you want, right? That last moment. You
Anyway,
roll
Lynn's
the
getting
die.
swung by Legolas,
Okay, Legolas is a certain power.
and
I think That's a
unblockable.
good decision. I think that's a good decision. I will. I don't have any discard abilities. I can't get a discard going. I wish I had a spell shaper. I'll cast just the wind, targeting Legolas.
Ooh.
You're just unblockable. So I will return target creature to owner's hand, targeting Legolas. Pass priority. This would be return target creature to your hand, Legolas.
Yep. That's fine.
Dum dum dum.
You got it.
Wow.
I had it. There's a lot of cards here, so I had it. You got it.
And we will pass.
Legolas.
I hit that next turn button that I love so much.
You're here. Look at this. You didn't think you were gonna make it.
I really didn't. I don't
No, I told
understand
you.
why I'm still here, but here I am.
I told you. I'm not going to just knock someone out without good reason.
Right, exactly.
See, this is why I play the group slug decks, is because then I'm not picking on anybody. It's just like, oh, sorry guys, I built my deck this way, and it just does
Right,
This
this.
I
happens to
just-
me.
I just do my
Man,
thing.
I
I
really
just
messed
woke
up,
up.
you guys. I'm sorry.
I just woke up and wanted to kill all my creatures, and you had to be here and watch. I'm sorry you have nightmares about it. Oh God.
Sure is brutal, I know, but I mean, it's just it's what these cards
Deviant.
say. I didn't print them. All
I just
right,
do what magic told me to do.
I had no choice.
Yeah, I
All
get it. It sounds like you're addicted to the cardboard. And if you're addicted to the cardboard, you can get help.
Can someone, Chris, can you link the clip of Michael Jordan just stop it. Stop it.
In the arms of an angel. If you're addicted to cardboard, that's playing in the background. I'm glad you found us. We'll be the support group for you.
And a
Just
tap.
call 1-800-555-5565.
And tap black, and I'm gonna play
Dance
this
that
card.
card across the screen. Make a creature.
Yeah, so I'm going to return target artifact or creature card from my graveyard to my hand, choosing that.
Yep.
And I'm going to make a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that should take out Chris.
Something.
Ooh.
They're not a soldier in here. Where's the soldier? Kazao, there he is. That'll go to my graveyard. That will go to my hand. We're gonna play here.
If you're addicted to cardboard, just
Know that there are resources
I might
for
be.
you.
What do you have for blockers over there, Lynn?
I've got a Lazotep Chancellor 1/3 as my commander, and then I have a Gurmag Angler, a zombie fish that's a 5/5. They're all on the ground. They're all ground down.
They're all ground clowns. I'm going
I
to
have a blue and a black.
3 like that, and I'm gonna play gut. I'm gonna move to combat.
Chris?
Is that good?
Farewell thee.
All right, I'm gonna sack the soldier.
Yep.
Chris is
That'll be
dead.
damage. That'll be damage to everybody. Make a skeleton. Where did?
You deserve
Hey,
it.
Gut, what are you doing?
Come
Get
back
over
here.
What are you doing, man?
Indigestion,
All right.
running away.
I'm running
He's
away with
just
it.
like, sorry, excuse me for a minute. All right. I'm gonna swing this skeleton over. Do you just have the one blocker, Lynn?
Two.
She has the 2.
Yeah,
What's the power toughness on Lazotep and the other thing?
1/3/5/5.
5/5.
Yeah,
oh, it's Gurmag Angler.
Angler. We're playing Pauper, baby. It's a queen.
good card.
So stable.
Queen of my yard. It's my baby. It's my fish.
It's my sidewalk dwelling aquatic life.
Do I want to swing this at you then? I feel like no.
I mean,
Tapped and attacking.
tapped and attacking is a phrase, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
There's
is.
a phrase. With the,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna swing it at you, Lynn.
Yeah, because
Okay.
then you just Ashnod and I die anyway, so you have just attack.
oh yeah, sure. I will block with the Lazotep Chancellor and the Gurmag Angler together.
All right, I'm gonna hit the Lazotep first, of course, and then the
Sounds good.
Gurmag second.
Okay.
So that'll die, and then 1 damage to each opponent.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
This is how it usually is.
Let's
Is that
see.
life? I marked 1 point of damage on Gurmag Angler to the end of
Okay.
Lynn using the latest Infinitoken product, by the way.
Watch out the ants! Oh god.
Ugh.
Oh gosh. You
I
silly.
think I will
like the-
pass to you, Lynn.
I was doing this for a while. I was taking dry erase cards and then just cutting them into smaller tabs. But I like them being a little bit bigger, being a little bit thicker. It's real nice. It's my favorite so far. I like it. I definitely
1
still use
damage, that's
full
good.
tokens.
I'm quite
I'm
fond of
usually
the
in
little
this
round
spot.
counters myself.
Yeah. My commander is now back in the command zone for 2 more to cast. There's still, I love 2-mana commanders. Oof. I love their cost. All right, so I'll draw a card for the turn. I'll take that damage away. A 5/5, a 2/4, and a 6/6. Okay. I mean, it looks like I got a shot. We don't cast a bunch of stuff. All right, let's see what happens. I'll play an island. Well, we would need blockers, right? That would probably be the right thing to do. Without my commander on the battlefield to trigger my ability, I don't think I can get much more creatures, but I don't think I need to worry about getting more creatures. I can just like more. I'll move to combat and I will attack you. Hipstevius with the Gorgon Recluse, the Zombie Army, and the Gurmag Angler. Did you think you were going to be here? Do you think the two of us are going to be here? I didn't think we were going to be here.
I didn't think this was how this was going to be happening.
See?
I mean, this
We're
is kind of the
combat.
result I wanted. I hate king making, so
Yeah.
I just like let things happen. Plus,
Well,
I promised
Chris-
Hip I wouldn't kill him, and I keep my word.
What's up, dead buzzs and birds?
It's a 2/4, a 6/6, and a 5/5. So
I'm gonna
remember-
block the 6/6 with gut.
Okay.
So
Damage, putting
I'll
you
take
at
7, and you'll take 1.
Yep.
Yeah, take that one.
Game is getting very
and we'll
nitty gritty,
put-
so thanks for joining us for the last few minutes. This game is
Ooh,
going
it's
absolutely
getting
insane.
there. It sure is getting there.
Oh yeah.
I need to get my stuff on the board. I'll tap 4. I'll cast Lazotep Chancellor, and then I follow that up with a Demure Infiltrator. This is a 1/3. This is also a 1/3. 1/3. It cannot be blocked. It's unblockable. It's the only
Is
phrasing.
that Demure
of unblockable
Cut
that
Purse?
can be blocked. Demure Infiltrator. It's
Oh,
only
yeah.
It's a transmute card. I like it. Transmute cards are great. Particularly the 2-mana slot is a real good one. I mean, that's Muddle the Mixture in the deck as well, common. All the transmute cards are a reason.
Yeah, I
to
think-
play.
I have
Fantastic.
both Demure Infiltrator and Demure Cut Purse in my Satoru Umezawa deck.
Yeah, for sure. With that, I pass the turn. I'll just put I'm representing kill on board, but
All right, this is.
I'm gonna hit
Four
this next
babies on
turn
the
button
back,
that I love
yeah.
so much.
What turn is it? What turn is this?
This is.
This
Look
is
at
turn
us.
8 right
Yeah,
now.
this is
Look
eight.
at us. Who would have? You know?
Who would have?
And turn eight's a good.
thought?
It's a good point.
Yeah, turn 8's about time when the game should end.
Mm-hmm.
Said no
Where's your
EDH
regret?
player ever.
That was dope. That was a good run.
Oh, temperature. That is a
I'm
cool
happy.
combination.
Mm-hmm.
I
Dash and Kodama,
am
yeah, that's kind of neat.
That sounds.
going
I like that.
to
Mm.
pay a
It's good
couple
value.
of black mana, and I'm going to cast Tyrant's Choice.
Oh,
It
sure,
has
I
a
love
will
that card.
of the council. Starting with you, each player votes for death or torture. If death gets more votes, each opponent sacrifices a creature.
Oh, I'm gonna lose 4 life.
Torture gets more
Wow!
votes, or the vote
Yeah,
is
yeah, right now.
tied. Each opponent
tied.
loses 4 life.
Holy
Yeah, let's go.
crikeys! Did
Yeah,
not
I-
see that coming.
That's
I'm
gonna
going to
tie.
vote torture.
Yeah, I say death. It's tied, so I lose 4 life. You win. GG's.
Holy
GG's.
shnikes!
There you go. Nice. I love that card. That's one of my favorite.
Yep, there you go. That's a game. That is a game that occurred.
That's nice. I like it. Using that card. I use it. Love to die to it. Very nicely played. Yep. Had that removal spectacles. I had to send Legolas back up into the clouds. Ascend as they were.
So Legolas was really scary.
Oh, yeah,
really,
no,
really big, really fast from
I'm
all the sacking I was doing.
Well,
I'm with you, Chris. Like if you could do more, if it could go wide, it felt dangerous at some points. You have this bigger army, or just an unsummon or 1 kill spell or something. It does feel dangerous, but I feel like I don't know, it can be good. I don't know. How'd you feel, Chris? You didn't make any work.
I was unfortunate. All the things that would like my ops, my preordains, the whole 9 yards. I wasn't getting any of those, and so I was just literally just sitting there, just waiting to dig things. I had 2 parts of my Drake combo, so I just literally digging for one more.
I knew you were gonna combo.
I put that in. I literally put just one of each. I didn't put like redundancy for that, but I put it in there just because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a way to win with just this one big dude if it keeps getting blocked by like a 1/1.
Sure.
You know, just in case I don't get any unblockable things or something like that. So I figured, why not just do it this way? Like have it be, I'll work with that. You know,
that's a good strategy. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I know that like here, I think I'm expecting this dude to work, and like I didn't ever back up plan. I've got some like mostly value off this operation going on, and I could see you're trying to you don't get additional value per card. You just got to get that amassing going on. I get it. All right.
I think amass orcs is cool. I do wish it made new tokens, but what I found in draft is that if you use that enchantment that makes it into a spirit that can't attack or block, then they just start amassing a new one.
Yep.
And they have 2, and if they can get rid of the enchantment, then you're like...
Then you have 2.
Then you're in a rough spot.
That's weird. That's a fun combo.
Also, I will say that I don't think that this deck would have been more than a janky pile of rectangles if not for all of your suggestions on how to make it not suck so bad.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I'll tell you one thing that disappointed me. Okay, and this is
My
real.
parent.
Oh,
sorry.
Your parents disappointed me? I mean, no.
Go first.
No.
You go first.
What I was gonna say was, Lynn, when you bounced Legolas, you totally could have said that still only counts as 1, and you didn't.
Oh, I didn't, sure. But I didn't kill you. It still only counts as I did only count as 1. You're right, if I was going to do it. But I'm no dwarf. I believe that would be
Right, that would be Chris. Chris should have said it.
Beautiful photo you got back
I would
there.
have played my Gimli deck if I had known you were doing Legolas.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I put together a Gimli deck in Pauper just because I had to.
Right. Well,
So it worked out beautifully.
It's
So.
okay. I mean, I was proud of this idea when I was like, I figured out how to green screen Moxfield. I figured out how to make a virtual playmat. And I said, what would be funny
Yep.
is showing the world our true heights.
Yes, it's only fair. It's very
It's
fair.
only fair.
You know, we can't keep fooling people.
Right. Like when you see us in person, because we hang out, Chris actually, those are stilts.
Yeah.
And I'm the tall one.
They're like extensions at the child's.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have
You might say he was born Lego lit. All right. Just
Yeah, never
stupid.
You could say
Yeah.
it, though.
But no, my deck though, it fighting and scrying. Fighting and scrying.
Try fighters.
When I said this earlier, when they announced Legolas counter of kills, the first card I thought of was aqueous form because I'm like, oh, that's broken.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
that's synergy right there.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's another card in this deck. There's an equipment from Dungeons and Dragons Commander, Baldur's Gate, whatever it was called. It was like glass. Hell, I have it in the list. Hold on a second. My list is on Moxfield. All right, I'm not gonna plug.
Oh my god.
But Goggles of Night. Also, when equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, scry one and then draw a card.
Oh, sure, that didn't touch you right away.
Yeah, so then you just do that, and Legolas becomes absolutely bonkers in Pauper EDH.
Mm-hmm. Until it meets the unsummon. Until it gets unsummoned.
I'll tell you one thing. Next card, counterspell.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
You know what you need is like Slippery Bogle.
Yeah.
Legolas. They need to print Legolas Slippery Bogle. Like
a team up
made
card.
So many copies of
Like
they made so many copies of each legend from Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Why not Legolas Slippery Bogle?
Card.
Well,
Yeah, for reals.
I just still want to write in a Sharpie partner with Gimli on this one.
Yeah,
That's all I wanted.
I can't believe that. So what a missed opportunity.
That was probably the biggest missed opportunity in all of it.
But everyone,
absolutely,
we control the horizontal, we control the vertical. Like you can
exactly.
You can say I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't care.
Most are gonna be fine with it. I feel.
I mean,
yeah, like everyone keeps saying I wish it was printed that way, but it's like I don't know.
Well, I said.
I mean, what do the two cards say on them? I mean, like,
this pretty
would
much
they
the
be
same
good as
card.
Partners?
Pretty much the same card.
You pretty much would kill everybody.
Yeah, you just basically every time something dies, both of them get the 1/1.
Yeah, but you got to cast both of them. You got to keep both of them alive. You got the heat on you. You know.
Right, and they're both not necessarily cheap.
You ever played the PS2 game that is of like the second book? This level where you're playing as Legolas and or Gimli. You know when I think there's like a scene in one of the movies where they go like back to back or something. They're like, "Yeah, we got this," and they're like taking out a bunch of orcs or something like that. Well, they do that in the video game.
When they're defending Helm's Deep.
It's so fun. It's like the funnest level in the entire game. I swear to God.
That's actually how Chris and I handled the creator table at Minneapolis. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
And then Lynn was actually, I think, directly behind us with Bobby Christine.
Killing it.
Nice.
I make friends.
Yes.
This deck worked really well. This is the first run of it. I was really impressed that I still had like 6 cards. It was turn 8. I had 6 cards in hand. I had 2 more cards to draw cards. Like essentially, I had two draw 2s, discard 1, make a power stone, draw more cards. I felt flush with answers and responses. I had a good time. This was great.
It did there was a lot of consistency in that.
And I kept on the board.
Oh, I loved your deck. Good. I really do. I really love that design.
You got to balance it, whether you want to do like, I didn't need to tutor for an unsummon. I already had it at the right time, so I didn't have to do any of my transmutes. I had the extra lands. I packed this deck full of extra lands for cycling, things like that. I felt like I always had a cycle card in my hand. It was always value. But yeah, Chris, as you said, one big creature, it just becomes this big dummy.
Yeah.
But in Pauper, a big dummy ain't a bad thing.
It
mainly Vermac Mangler closes out games. And like that 8/8 or whatever before unblockable Lego, it almost could stop a Legolas. Like sophomore year Legolas, not like senior
not super duper 6 years to graduate college like its owner. Legolas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but it was super good. I think it still amasses a fun mechanic and free value, so it's nice to have it.
Definitely a good game.
It pushes everything off a turn, which I think.
Absolutely.
Steve, as you were saying, I think you went wide or big pretty early. It was a good move to sort of shed yourself of resources at the end there. So it made you look humble, and it worked. But you did go fast, and like it was a lot of
Rakdos Burr. It's a gut deck. Gut decks put on so much pressure so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so like when I stacked all that stuff, it was kind of like, I guess I'll just get everyone as low as I can. But then the effect that I wasn't necessarily expecting it to have was like everybody kind of held back because they wanted to protect their life total. And I was like, am I going to live right now? Like,
I will say, thinking about the game, posing my initial question, could I have used a Scourge Familiar? I had 1 Madness card in my hand that I could have possibly cast that unsummoned. And so there was a moment or two where I was like, maybe a Madness card would have been good, but I made do with discarding end of turns. So Scourge Ridge Familiar, thinking about it, kind of reflecting on whether I should put that card in. I'm not sure. It definitely felt like if I needed that mana, I need to make a big creature. But as Chris, you're pointing out, big dummies get blocked by 1/1s, unless you've got some sort of trample, and I don't have it.
And that's the thing. It's like a lot with black. There really isn't a lot of just black X, whatever it is. There's not a lot of evasion for the most part, so you're not really going to be getting in that extra tidbit of value with a singular.
You could be doing aqueous forms.
Yeah, so you couldn't do like black blue, black green. Now you have some value out of it. So
right.
I do
Artful
enjoy
Dodge.
the big dummy aspect of like having a giant creature in Pauper though, because like I feel like a lot of times when I try to cast a gigantic creature in EDH, somebody goes like, "Wow, that was so cool," and then they cast like a 1 mana or free spell and they just exile it, and they're like, "And it's gone."
Yeah.
But in Pauper, like that doesn't happen as much, and that's another like nostalgia thing, which is nice because like I remember playing with like theme decks and stuff when I was growing up, and like slapping down a craw worm and just being like, "All right, now I got the business,"
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Getting off a Crusher Worms and Justice Blot. Judgment.
Nothing beats a Craw Worm. 6/4 trample. Baby! Except the Wall of Stone. 1 red, 0/8 defender. Wall of Stone.
Oh my
baby.
gosh. Wall of
That Craw Worm beats it on the curve.
Everyone's showing their age.
I mean, you guys want to talk about mask cards, Mercadian Masks? I'll talk about Mercadian Masks all day. I played Gush.
I don't really know sets for like Onslaught. I kind of like loosely know Onslaught, and then I don't know a bunch of sets, and then I kind of start to know sets again at some point later, and then I don't know basically all of them, and then I'm like, I know what Crimson Vow is. And I know everything from then on.
I have the Spell Shapers were masks, and then also Ristic cards other than studies exist. All that era.
All those eras. Like I can get 1 mana of any color unless someone pays 1. Who's going to be a jerk and pay the 1? It feels like a perfect card to play in Commander.
You can identify the jerk at the table real quick.
That's what I mean. You can make it social and make it kind of fun. Those cards are a little way strange. Not all of them there are that weird. I mean, there's some Djinns and some other cards. It's a weird design space back then. But I mean, Spell Shapers, I think turning any card into some sort of effect guaranteed is like having a commander, a background, or an activated ability. Like,
it's true.
Spell Shapers are an incredible ability. Like, I can't imagine Waterfront Bouncer here.
I haven't seen that.
One of my favorite cards of all time.
Not bad at all, right? Like, not bad at all. I'm sorry, Orc Army, go home. I'm sorry, Legolas, go home.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite cards ever made, Waterfront Bouncer, for real.
That is. I mean, who doesn't want a good effect like that? You know what I mean?
There's also a Dark Ritual one.
Dad, if you're watching, call me. All right. That's
it. You have the 1-drop Artful Dodge in your deck, by the way?
I don't.
Because that card is a 1-drop, make creatures unblockable, and then it flashbacks, also a 1-drop, makes a creature unblockable. So that might be good for your angler.
Or your orc army if it gets huge.
If I had said, in that last situation, if I had said 1 unblockable, the other 2 would have been blocked, and then I would have died.
I had a couple cards in here that I was kind of hoping to get.
Lazotep.
That intro video you made is really sick.
Yeah, for real.
So I did Photoshop. I cut the piece out of the thing, and then I went online and found so Photoshop cut the front out, and then found purple video, and then put the purple video of smoke behind the cutout image, and then I found some zombie silhouettes, and I just kind of lowered their opacity, and they just kind of shrunk them to the right size, so they look like it's a little more active and it's kind of alive. This is, anyways.
It's just really freaking cool. Period.
You should make.
It looks awesome.
You should make a YouTube tutorial on how to make deck things.
Nobody wants it.
I will be if there is no other Lin fans, there is one Lin fan. If there's no Lin fans, I'm dead.
It's fun. It's fun. All right, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. That sounds like a lot of work for me. Thanks for giving me work.
You're welcome. Right. It's live on air, and there are people who will hold you accountable.
I didn't say I'd do it, but they
no, absolutely not.
You definitely can. They hold them accountable to ask again later, and if they keep asking, maybe it'll happen.
Found a few cards. This card, Bladed Battle Fan, was on my desk, and I was looking at it and I was like, wow, that's pretty sweet protection. 2 mana,
Yep.
attach it
1 turn.
automatically, indestructible,
Yeah.
+1/+0, pretty solid. This 3 mana, each opponent loses 1 life for each creature I control. I figured if I made a ton of tokens, that could be a lot of value.
That's super good. Yeah.
This one is
I kinda-
1 mana, and it does it for all attacking creatures I control. One opponent loses 1 life for each attacking creature I control, and I gain that much life. At 1 mana, this card seems really bananas to me. Like, I can't believe I've never seen this card before.
Sure.
So I've seen the one
Merc
on the
with
right,
Bats, of
the
course,
Gruesome
is
Fate. I've
awesome
played that a few
card.
times in my
Mhm.
what the hell?
I have a Bratz.
My
deck.
Garnet
I
deck.
played it.
That's that plays the same as yours.
Mm.
You're looking for a large mass of things. It makes sense, and I know they're super cheap. You have to hope that you have something at the end, though. Yeah, I mean, like on your 1 turn, if you had like, I know Chris tapped down some creatures, you were declaring it all over. That your foul tongue shriek could have been reduced by a number, which was 2 versus what it could have been.
Yeah, it would have only been like 3 or 4 this, but
Mhm.
this would have been like 7, which would have been pretty significant.
Sure, that's always that's a great card.
Actually,
That's-
if I'd had this and had the mana to cast this on that turn, that probably would have been a game right there.
it was game.
Yeah.
Oh, that other turn. Sure, that other
Yeah.
turn. Absolutely.
Well, I gotta go because the
Card-
missus is
this
awake
card is
though.
super cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks for the game, Chris. Thanks for having
Most
us.
definitely. I'm telling her
Yep,
to go to
this
bed
was
just
a-
now. She's awake. LOL.
All right, and thanks to
Great
those
games,
in
y'all.
the chat.
Much love, y'all. I appreciate everything.
Great meeting you, Lynn, and hearing your voice spectacles and meeting you inside of the chat as well.
Mm.
Chris, always good chilling.
Most definitely. All right. Everyone have a great night now. Peace.
Take
Yeah,
care, everybody.
Bye.